Imagine this is you, all grey, quiet, and well, rock-like. I'm Danny DeSilves, and today we're going to talk about how this rock is going to help you to deal with those toxic, emotionally immature people that you can't avoid in your life, and how to stop conversations that insult you. And no, I don't mean to throw this at their head either. Let's go. When to use it. Whenever you are with a person that you would describe as emotionally immature, toxic, bitter, heavily critical, or untrusting, rude, a gossip, someone that you can't get away from. And yes, that means you do not stop grey rocking until you are in your safe space when they are not around. Every conversation, every email, text, voice note, whatever, you have to use it with grey rocking. So, how to do it? It's pretty easy. You respond in a boring way. Baseline emotions, you don't go into heavy detail about anything. You don't explain your points, you don't tell them how your day has been, you don't correct them, and you don't argue. You keep your responses short. Withhold personal and sensitive information, and if you can respond in one-word answers, then great. Don't ask them questions, don't share your opinions, and just be boring. Don't look into their eyes when they are talking to you. You can shrug, you can nod your head, use limited verbal language. Just say a lot of, yeah, that's great, yep. And try and leave the conversations or situation as quickly as you can. Expect there to be a lot of awkward silences and simply learn to enjoy those quiet moments where you can secretly reward yourself. So it's going to look like this. Hello, are you home? Oh, hi mum. Yeah, I'm at home. How are you? So I've bought a new lawnmower and I can't get the blade thing to lower down and it's absolutely a nightmare to do. I spoke to this guy at the actual checkout thing and explained the issue with my arthritis and said I need a lawnmower where the blades can go down really easily. And what's he gone and done? Got me this ridiculous thing that I can't even use. Okay, I'm actually working right now. Is this an emergency? Yeah, I can't get it to lower and I need to use it right now. The guy sold me this bag of rubbish. What am I supposed to do with it? Are you around then this weekend so you can help me sort it out? And also I've got a satellite on the roof that's fallen over which needs to be sorted because the TV's gotten a little bit fuzzy and I just can't do it. So can you do that for me? I'm actually busy this weekend. Busy? Really? How are you busy? And after everything that I've done for you, you can't even come round and help me with a couple of jobs. What are you so busy with? Well, I hope this email finds you well. How am I supposed to do this on my own? Hello, are you even listening? Hello? Well, I can't help you. I don't really know what to do to actually fix the problem. And this weekend, I'm busy. I can't give you a hand. And also, I'm actually working right this second. I'm working from home right now and it's 2:00 in the afternoon. All right, well, whatever. Bye. This is all about becoming uninteresting, unresponsive, and unengaging, just like this grey rock here called Trevor. Or if you want to give him a better name, then yeah, post your name down in the comment below. The method isn't about winning or hurting another person. It's a selfish act to protect your mental energy and space. You are making yourself boring to be around, boring to have conversations with, all in the hopes that the toxic person you are dealing with doesn't find any leverage in you to say horrible things. Because toxic people love themselves a little bit of emotional leverage. Sometimes we can't go non-contact with toxic people in our lives. It would be nice, right? But in reality, you could be co-parenting, stuck in a toxic job that you can't leave just yet, or dating someone who isn't emotionally ready to go low contact or no contact with their toxic parents. Master emotional disengagement. If you have never used this form of method before and you've only ever fawned and been a people pleaser for toxic people, well then people won't be expecting you to all of a sudden stop being so bubbly and amazing as you are. And they will even try to test you and put a knife straight to your heart to get a reaction because they feel uncomfortable and they can sense that disconnection. You may hear, well, what's wrong with you? Don't use that therapy shit on me. Did your girlfriend tell you to say that? Are you sick? Why aren't you talking to me? Oh, think you're better than me, do you? These are just simple, emotionally manipulative ways to get you to react. You are grey rocking to get people to not like you, to not want to use you as a source of their power play fuel. How to prep. Now, you can't go blind into a situation and just start grey rocking without some form of planning. There is a little bit of work for you to do, and yeah, I get it, and I agree, it really sucks that you have to put in the extra effort when someone else is in the wrong. But you need to work on your triggers. What is it about this person that that hurts? Do they say things that tap into your sensitivities? Maybe you have a low self-esteem and you feel you aren't good enough on a daily basis. So when someone says something that could suggest maybe you didn't do something correctly or how your opinion isn't valid, that is going to tap into that negative self-talk that you hold and amplify your emotions. So start working on your inner critic. Challenge it daily and think, is this a fact that I'm unlovable? No, you are kind, you have friends, therefore you are not unlovable. When you heal what isn't secure on the inside, you develop emotional resilience, maturity, and strength. And this stops you being an easy target. Handling emotions. You need to stop letting your emotions take control in the moment. If you can predict this person's behavior, that means you can have an indestructible plan of how to handle them so that you know when they are being rude and say something hurtful, you are prepared to not show any emotions. Anger, sadness, anxiety, these are all emotions that will show in your body language and will spur on their talking and their hurtfulness. So remember, toxic people, they enjoy watching you feel uncomfortable. And if you need a quick 2-minute video to watch, say in the bathroom when you get a minute, or when you're sitting in the car before you enter their home, then click this link up here and there are 5 tips to master your emotions in 2 minutes. You can't control another person's words or their actions. You can only control how you respond to them. And grey rocking is teaching someone to politely shut the hell up. Your thoughts create emotions. So in these awkward, toxic conversations, you need to snap yourself out of letting the amygdala in the brain start that emotional control process. If it helps, think about your left foot in moments when you are struggling to hide your emotion. Now, this is a tip that we use in therapy. The client will share something traumatic, and you need to create a safe space for them to share without us showing emotion that could make them stop. So you listen, and then you think of the left foot on the ground. You don't move that foot. You just keep thinking about the feeling of it on the floor. Emotions are temporary and they do not define you. However, if we were never taught how to emotionally regulate as a child, how to soothe ourselves emotionally, we grow up being a little bit passive aggressive. We start shouting when we're upset. We stonewall people. So when you understand that emotions will simply come and they will go, we begin to not feel them as strong. Emotions create action. And if you think about how hurt you feel with what they said, it will turn into anger. It will make you purse your lips, clench your teeth and your jaw and your fists go like this, and your body has entered into a state of full emotion. So if you need to emotionally offload after the toxic interaction with this person, then do so. Don't hold it in. Don't let it out during that interaction. Just simply go to the bathroom, splash your face with cold water, or snap an elastic band on your wrist, something that lets your body feel without causing a scene. Trigger topics. Let's say a family member that you can't avoid at Christmas asks you, so why aren't you married then, and when you plan on having children? It's a very sensitive topic. You don't need to engage at all, and don't let them continue this conversation. So you actively change the subject. Oh, you know what, I left my phone charger in the car, let me go grab it. Or you can say, let me just get a glass of water. And if they continue to press on a subject, you say, I don't want to talk about that right now. And you change the subject to the weather, and then you walk away or you hang up the phone. Boundary work. Having rock solid boundaries, pun intended, will help you indefinitely. Boundaries are like a force field that tells you where your physical space starts and ends. Boundaries tell someone, nope, not today, not this topic, stop or I walk away. And there are boundaries for your emotions, your physical place, your belongings, your body, your work environment, and a whole heap more. And I have a whole video dedicated to boundaries with an amazing, cute PDF download. So click the link here and there'll be a description down below too. Self-care and support system. We've kind of touched on this already, but please understand that your emotions don't just go away because you've forgotten about them. They will stick around in the subconscious and leak everywhere during moments of stress. When you grey rock someone, you need that emotional outlet for after the event. The toxic person might be so rude to you in a conversation and ask why you are suddenly not talking to them, and it feels like you're giving yourself a disservice by not responding to these comments. It may feel like you're not sticking up for yourself. However, you cannot change a toxic person's mind about you just from talking to them. They will never accept accept it. You need to understand that you are still a good person, and not letting them emotionally control you is how you ultimately stand up for yourself. You have to be comfortable with the reality that by not giving this toxic person your energy, they will start to dislike you, and you need to be okay with that. After these interactions, journal them. Write them down in the note app on your phone. Ask a friend if you have 10 minutes where you can vent to them. Over time, the more you get used to grey rocking, the less time you need to resolve your emotions afterwards. And it takes some practice, but it gets easier the more you do it.